continue being in detention while waiting for a court hearing, which either could be around the corner or it could be way down the line. And imagine no cell phone. We can't spew out all this hateful diatribe and continue to do the crazy things that got him in trouble in the first place. It's not going very well for our chubby friend in detention. I will entertain comments. What do you think is the main reason for this case never ends? Because there is no cooperation from any representation that he has had so far. And non cooperation between lawyer and client, that's been a very big issue. That's why several lawyers have, bowed out from his representation. That's exactly what's going on. And this will be in perpetuity. I mean, it's just going to continue. But, there's always good pluses to this. He's enjoying, as he says, he's laughing with his hillbilly rebel laugh, saying that, hey, man, I got free rent and electricity. Well, God bless him. We're glad that he's actually enjoying his accommodations. Okay. Viking Sun says he might be there till 2026. Possibly. Okay, Pal says, did you not state before that you won't drop the case regardless of whether or not the complaint is dropped? That is true. That is true. I'm not dropping the case. And Timmy, stop writing me with all your nonsense. That doesn't make any sense what you're writing me. And Barry, stop trying to intimidate me through your audience, followers, and or phony emails that's been sent to me over a period of time. We know it's you. Timmy is a whole different entity that I know is not you. But however, all this famous word, coercion, to other people to entice bodily harm, threats toward me is going to pay off, but not for you. Plan on being there for a very, very long time, Mr. Jordan, because that's what's going on. And I continue my life despite an ECC situation, which, as I said, and I will say again, it absolutely is administrative because I am unwillingly not, able to do the ECC because of a charge sheet. Now, that's not something I brought on upon myself. It's a different situation with the Mantis because, as I said repeatedly, that he himself had stayed in the dark hallways and alleyways and the various apartments and moving from here to there to avoid any possible attention to himself to get an arrest based on immigration overstay. Okay, so no, I will not drop the case, regardless of whether or not the complaint is dropped against me, to answer your question on that. Viking Son, with 10-year punishment, he will be in PH until his 61st birthday. It's quite possible. People don't understand, and there's somebody else that doesn't understand too. That has nothing to do with YouTube. And this is what I mean about when you fuck up. Yes, there is somebody that actually owes us a tremendous amount of money and has done this with many other people. And as a result of that, is facing some serious Estafa crimes. I told you, when there is fault with something, I'm going to address it. I'm going to address it. Yes, somebody actually owes me or my girlfriend money anyway, her. And we have handled this. This baby is going to go to court. We love court. You know that, right? We love court. She will get 15 to 25 years of imprisoned time. And maybe more because there's other complainants in this report. Now, why do I mention this? Quite personal, perhaps. Well, I see it as legal. But I'm trying to say when you try to fuck the system, you get in trouble for it. You have to pay the price for it. I'm not deputy dog, as Barry likes to call me, but I am the fucking sheriff when it comes to somebody violating me or my girlfriend's rights. We helped somebody out, is what happened, and it was all good for a while. Then she fucked up royally, royally. Not only ourselves, but several other people are involved in this too. And quite a bit of money involved. People think I'm broke. Where would I get millions of pesos? Where would I get that if I was broke? Where would I get that? Off a tree in a yard that Gilda planted that produces pesos? No. Call me broke, call me anything you want. But only I know, only I know what my net worth is. How could I ever be in a position to lend millions to somebody if I was broke? Anyway, I'm not going to go into the details of this case. It's not a 5-6, it's actually a personal loan. However, she reneged on the deal, is what happened with Gilda. I told you, she's got money, it's her money and not mine. But this woman reneged on the deal, not just with us, but several other people. Didn't show up at the barangay when she's supposed to. The police report is going in, along with other people's reports. And as I told you, you know, when you're going to do some deal with somebody, it may look good from the outside. Sometimes things change. And the woman is doing everything wrong, and karma is hitting her so bad. She got into a car accident the other day after her car, first of all, was repossessed. She got it back because she's going everywhere in town to banks, borrowing money from everybody, writing bad checks. And what happens when you do that? What happens when you do that? You get your ass in big trouble. And when you got bona fide written from a lawyer agreement on something that is fault free, spells it out, it's called a staffa. And when it reaches court level, it will not be a long court. This woman will face either coming up with the money and damages, or she's going to be spending a long time in jail. Yeah. And why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because it's the same shit with this other guy. All his crimes come forward. Everything he's done comes to fruition. When you do wrong, there are people that are doing very wrong out there, whether they're Americans or whether they're Filipinos. You can't play the system. It doesn't work. The odds are against you. Okay, so let me read. Morning, Frank. I saw Popeye went live and I said, nope, I'm going to Frank's. Oh, again, recording me. Hello, Robert. You have made huge gains on your Hawaii house. You were smart to invest it wisely. I think I was. Yeah, Duterte got arrested, and I'm not going to get political on a local level here. I'm just not going to do that. I'll just say, right on, right on. Even a president or ex-president can't get away with shit, but Donald Trump did. 35 felony counts, 32 felony counts against him, and he got away with it. Money talks, suckers walk. Hello and good morning, Miss Hevinger. Frank, not to take a wind out of your sails, but it seems Bama is enjoying staying in the cell. So are you sure you're punishing him? Seems like he doesn't want to leave. Well, he's got it better there than he would in a prison cell, needless to say. Needless to say. He gets to see his girlfriend, you know, and, you know, he's got his Social Security coming in. For how long, I don't know, because I did do a report on him on that. I don't know if anybody else was cooperative with that, but I was. I have to do everything for everybody. You know how that works. Yeah. He's not in a good position, man. He's really not in a good position. And once he gets his phone taken away, it's over. That's it. It's all she wrote. He will rot in that cell. He will deteriorate. He will eat himself to the size of Ricky and more, and he will be in pain, emotional pain, all brought about to himself. Need I say more on that? You know the scoreboard on that. No lawyer, no immediate trial continuation, which means he has to sit there that much longer. Breaking news, as it just came to me, there could be a trial next month, could be a couple of months, it could be a half a year down the line. He has to come up with his attorney. Whoever his attorney is has to be updated on everything. But once they see everything that's going on, they may not want to take it. However, even a PAO doesn't necessarily have to take a case. So he might be having trouble finding a PAO. Or if somebody had graciously given him more money to get a valid attorney, not that PAOs are not valid, but they're not experienced. And it's just basically court appointed type of stuff. And don't expect the best. But once they read this shit over and see what's been transpiring, there's no hope. You see what happens when you just try to fuck with the system out here? The system always wins. You got to understand that in this country. The system wins. It wins. You can't fight the system unless you're going to pay somebody off. Now, am I claiming that mm, something happened, why he's been able to keep his phone, or how his girlfriend got a complaint in? I never said that. Some people have hinted that there was money involved with this, or else that report would have been what they call in legal terms quashed. Not squashed, but quashed. So it raises some eyebrows. How did that report get the attention of the immigration authorities? The plot thickens. Wow. Why you got this wind? Why you got this wind? His phone will be taken. Oh, it certainly will if this works out. He's just about finished with his as he calls it, and people questioned that word, and so did I. His manifestation. That's a legal terminology for writing up something that, well, I don't know. That's the word. Okay. He uses it. They use it. Okay. But nevertheless, it's going to spell out why he is going to get that phone taken away from him. There's going to be a cease and desist order on top of that, and his stuff will be confiscated at some point. At some point, and see, this is being sent to BOI mainly, and some other governmental offices. So it's going to be written, notarized. It's going to be a statement backed up by his videos that he's been putting out, his live streams, selected ones, and this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Duterte's on his way to the hug as we speak. Well, I'm not going to get into politics of Duterte. I can't say he's my favorite person at all, considering approximately 6,000 people he had killed. Now it's international law taking place on here now, in an international court of law, basically. That's all I'll say about that. Eventually, you do pay for your crimes. It may take a while, but eventually you will have to pay for your crimes. No other president in history has done what he did. How many innocent families? But yet, there's a lot of people that cheer on this gentleman. There's a lot of people who believe in him because he fought against the drug wars. But unfortunately, innocent people got killed. Families have lost their children unnecessarily. But you know the story on that. I'm not going to reiterate, I'm not going to continue with that. It's too political on a local level here, which I will try to avoid, except state what I've seen in the headlines and what did transpire. And I could talk about that. But you know the rest of the story during his administration, what went on in an effort to fight the drug wars, which was a great idea. But the way it went about with debt squads and everything else was not looking good to the international community. And now he's beginning to pay his price. And it goes from there. You just have to follow the news. I'm not a political announcer on this situation. I'm not a political analyst, but sometimes you do have to pay for your crime. Yeah, sometimes you do. I have to agree with Miss Heminger. The mantis doesn't want to leave his posh cell. It's posh compared to what he could be in and what he could very well be in. Really, at this point on that case, it doesn't matter what lawyer he gets, whether it's a PAO or anything. It's going to be the same rhetoric, really. He's going to defy the lawyer's orders, and or the lawyer may look at it and say, fuck, I don't know where to go with this, man. I don't know where to go. He thinks that because he pleaded guilty, it was accepted by the court. No, it hasn't been. It hasn't been. There was not two meeting of the minds between the two lawyers to, fight this shit out, to have some dialogue. There was not. His lawyer, his last one, did not want to come to the table, did not want to file a motion, which was required. And that's why the court is continuing because there was no cooperation from his lawyer to file a motion to get the plea bargaining that he wanted to get and to discuss the possibilities of this and possibilities of that. But even so, my lawyer will not give in to any of his lawyer's demands. It's not going to happen. I already know that. The trial will continue until the results are, accomplished, and he will more than likely go to prison, meaning he's got no future in the Philippines except for incarceration of one place or another, a change of venue rather than a detention center, an actual real prison. But don't forget, there was already an order signed by a judge for the Barilli court that was going to put him in one of those cushy places that we call prison in the Philippines. That still is valid. That's still valid, no matter when it was written. But it was not executed. It was not executed. That's the difference. Why? There was a communication breakdown at some point. They were about to take him in. They said, we have one more spot. We're crowded, but we have one more spot that we could accommodate you. But at the time, my lawyer did not push it. I don't know why. I've had argument with him over that. I don't know why he didn't push this. Didn't want to bring the order to the warden. I don't know. I still don't understand the situation, but there was an actual order to commit him to a different institution. Okay. Could his attorney still be involved in the background? I couldn't tell you that. Barry lies a lot, so it's hard to tell. But as far as my lawyer knows, he is not represented. As far as the court knows, he's not represented. His last lawyer bailed out. I don't want to deal with this character anymore. He doesn't want to be cooperative. Barry's a very controlling person, or he tries to be, but you don't try to be controlling with your own goddamn lawyer. That's not something that you're going to do. If you expect him to represent you and he's trying to do good for you, he's trying to ease the pain a little bit and try to make some leeway, some agreement, some midpoint to agree on some issues. And you can't do that without a lawyer. And out here, you just really can't represent yourself. And I could see him trying to do that. That would be better than any skit that anybody's ever put on here on YouTube. Yeah. No, you are required to have legal representation. That's it. Okay. Well, I'm not making a long show. I'm just telling you. I said I'd come on if I had something to share, and that's somewhat something to share in regards to what's happening currently. I mean, there's other things happening behind the scenes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to talk about that and what's happening to who. But I'm telling you, man, when you fuck with the law here in the Philippines, you get fucked. Just like that other story I told you about someone owing my girlfriend millions of pesos. I'm not saying the exact amount, but it's millions. And chances are she may get it back out of desperation from the perp, preventing herself from doing a long jail sentence. But it will not remedy her situation because there's other people that didn't that she didn't owe as much as she owed to my girlfriend, but still substantial, and she can still get time on that. And she can still get time even so, even if she came up with the money. Borrowing from bank to bank and writing bad checks to hold people off. Yeah, she was dealing with Indians and all that shit. We never dealt with that, or she never dealt with that. This was a private contractual agreement. No 5 6s, no Indians involved with this. But however, she even owes an Indian who got his permit to do loans. She even owes him money. Two banks she owes money to. Checks that can't be cashed have been canceled in an effort to put people off. This is called putting yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. So, the same as Mr. Jordan did. There's a price to pay for just about everything in life. Okay, let's see. Anti umbrella. Trump will impose huge tariffs when Obama is free. You betcha. By the way, the guy that goes as Mark Catley is not really Mark Catley. Just to know that that's his handle on here for those. Popeye doesn't seem to understand that. Frank's got child predators as regulars on his show. No, that's not Mark Catley. Anyway, I hope you and Gilda get justice to the incident with the Filipino. You guys deserve the money promised in the deal. That's why, not helping anybody out anymore. No siree. I'm not helping anybody out. We got to think of ourselves. And when I am faced with adversity, you're going to hear the lion roar. And we're talking about biting, scratching, and infiltrating my force to tour, on any individual that has shown me anything that would mar my character or hers, whether it has to do with cyber libel issues or personal money issues, whatever it might be. And let's get this straight and bury this Hawaii shit. No matter what transpired, they ain't getting one fucking dime off me. Let's end this. Okay. This was not a judgment based in a civil case with my ability to have had to defend myself. It was what do they call that again? A judgment basically made on me not being in the court physically. Bummer's always pushing. Well, when you got to pay that money. What do you care? I got to pay that money. Talk to the collection agencies, whatever. And rightfully so, I will not pay them a dime. Rightfully so. People that don't know the whole story doesn't know what we went through, what I went through, what my brother went through. But a lot of people don't want to believe it. I'm not the culprit in this situation. They were. And so was Michael Fazio, to name just one of them anyway. Oh, you don't know. Deep, dark, and ugly behind the scenes. You don't know what happened with that. You probably will never know except what I told you. Rest my brother's soul. March 8th, that just passed, was my brother's anniversary. And as I said, man, does time go by. Rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. You don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore in your living life. You're out of pain. But some people cause pain for themselves by doing the same things over and over again, and they expect a different result from it. But that doesn't happen that way. Just tuned in. What was the breaking news? No, the breaking news is not going to be a continuation of the trial unless he gets a fucking lawyer, which means he's got to sit in place for however long it takes unless he comes forward with an attorney, they will not set a court date unless it's a special court date to address what's going on. He will remain incarcerated. He's going to be in there through another Christmas or so and New Year's. He's not going anywhere soon anyway. If he wants to benefit from this anyway, he'd hope for the best, whatever judge makes a decision. But a judge can't make a decision unless there's a court trial going on. And it's still, there's a valid court trial. It didn't drop the court trial, nothing like that. But because of non participation of his legal representatives that don't want to represent him, whether they're private or whether it's a PAO, which is, let's call it state appointed lawyer, because everybody needs representation. That's what's holding everything up. And as I said, there's going to be no negotiation whatsoever except was put forward by my lawyer. He knows what he had to do with his girlfriend, which was a phony report. It was false. Go see my upload on there. It's still on there. Somebody who claims she has PTSD and highly depressed, but she's dancing in a park with serene music about and captioned, how life is wonderful and all this shit. This is the kind of people that we're dealing with. As I said, whatever comes out, whatever happens, transpires with that report, with the Bureau of Immigration in regards to me and her complaint, we will deal with it. And we plan to. And we already know what we're going to do. If that did transpire, and they may throw it out, it's been over 6, 7 months or more, 8 months, I don't know how long it's been. It may not turn out to be great for Barry or his girlfriend, not wife, girlfriend. And there might be some legalities involved with his girlfriend that I will say, not necessarily instituted by me, by the way. I will not explain that, or what she did. If it's deemed to be that she was definitely in cahoots with Barry and that he really did coerce her into doing this, was forced into doing this, and she agreed with it. She not only harbored and aided and abetted him when he was running away from immigration, she did a lot of bad things. And bad things happen to people who are doing bad things. What will happen with her? I cannot say. I cannot say. That's up to the Department of Justice. When the smoke clears with this complaint case, that's when all the fun is going to start. Okay, so another hot summer for Bummer. Yeah, it looks like that way. Good screw, Barry. Yeah, Warthog said. Hector says, judge requires legal representation to defendant to protect his decision from appeals that may result in him not having counsel. Yeah, it all seems very complicated, but it's really not that complicated, really, when you dissect it, Nobody wants to represent him, and I can understand why, because he's so pig-headed and stubborn and cocky. That's all the news I got to share, and I need to find a breakfast here. Hopefully not no oatmeal. God, I gotta find something with protein to eat this morning. And I told you I would come on only if I had something to share. That's it. I don't have any desire to just do one of my little chit-chat live streams. Okay, I'm trying to put my attention to something else. I didn't even have to tell you that, but basically that's just a recap for the curious people why there seems to be no court date, and there is none. There was a hearing date that just passed, yes, but again, there was no representation, and they want to get to the bottom of this. Who is going to represent him? Will they stay? Will they come forward and file some motions to get this thing going for their client, to try to do a plea bargain, which they did not do. They did not do anything. You got to do it legally with a motion. They didn't do it, the last lawyer. I don't know who he's hiring. Ian, whatever. Didn't work out. Didn't work out. Well, he fucked with the wrong person, man. And then someone else also fucked with Gilda outside of the YouTube community. That's going to be fucked. It could be spending 20 to 25 years in prison. Yeah, we act on things. We really do. Hello, dear.
We pay the electric.
Okay, hold on. Okay, that sounds like Seth Styles. Okay, I gotta get dressed here. We have some chores to do today, this morning, and I will escort my lovely Gilda to lovely downtown Burbank. Yeah, lovely downtown Burbank. So, what's the moral of this story today? Why I came on? Well, give me about five, okay? I came on specifically, which I didn't have to give you a sort of an update that was just shared with me by my attorney's assistant. And, well, he's an attorney. I got two of them that represent me. Actually, I got the whole firm representing me. The two people that are very active in my representation. You get this all down, Popeye? Don't miss a trick here, my man. I wouldn't want you to miss a trick. In other words, Barry's future looks very dim. And it don't matter how much money could be donated to this man. That's the beauty of this. It's not going to get him out of his situation that my friends, use that term loosely, that he put himself into. You follow my drift? See, when you fuck up and you're so cocky, look, look. I love saying that. Look. You know, it's punishing him. He's getting fat as a fucking moose. I don't know. His health is deteriorating. He's doing all this punishment to himself, and he didn't have to do it. If he just didn't come back on YouTube after he was charged. So don't look at me like the guy with the black hat, I always say. Look what he did to get himself in that situation. Even Popeye, hello, Robert, can't disagree with that. Although he'll try to turn something around for the sake of having some conversation, a little soliloquy at the end of his shows. He does all the time. How's that working out for you, Papa? Your defense is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. It's the same rhetoric coming from you as it is from Barry. Same shit, just different day. But I'm glad I could help, kind of keep you company in a way and give you something to talk about in your humdrum life. I love helping people, Popeye. I'm even helping you. Frank, but Barry seems to be happy in his. Okay, got that. Oh, he loves it. I'm here to accommodate. You know, I'm here to please. I'm a people pleaser, and I'm more than happy to have him continue his free rent situation. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. You're right, Jerry. I know you have no problem with that. Barry's going to stay incarcerated for a long, long time. I think he will, George. You got that right. And all I have to do is sit here and do basically nothing. Hilarious. This channel is called Travel America from a guy in a rat hole in Southeast Asia for years. Travel America? I know. Where's he traveling? Where? Where's he traveling? He's all over America seeking beautiful places. The guy's fucking delusional, man. I think he's delusional. That's what happens when you have a mental breakdown, man. Maybe he needs meds. Maybe I'll give him the rest of mine because I'm actually almost weaned off. Sometimes, sometimes people need medications. You're right, George. Well, sorry, fucked up on that one. You're right, Jerry. But unfortunately, folks, I can't do that. That would be illegal in the Philippines to do so. I got carte blanche on the meds. And he should be glad because these meds are keeping me from beating the living fucking snot out of this perp. Not really. I just took something to help sleep. That's all. I'm much better now. Oh, if you can't hate this, you gotta love it. You're winning hard, Frank. And how's it? How's it feel? It's not a contest. You know, reality. I'm not fucking around. It's not a contest. It never was a contest to me, guys. It's just that you have to stand up for what you think is right. Otherwise, you allow everybody to step on over you. People got to learn by example. Oh, believe me, he regrets he's ever called me a child molester. He just doesn't understand about the freedom of speech situation. Did you hear that one thing I put on where he was saying on his Facebook page that he has a right to say anything he wants with freedom of speech on Facebook and on YouTube? It's his right, it's an American right. What a moron. What a fucking moron. Where's it gotten you so far? Moron. Where's it gotten you so far? Nowhere. I'll tell you where. Nowhere. Ticket to fucking hell. That's all the news that's fit to print. I have nothing else to say. Unless some breaking news comes up that I'm allowed to talk about. I have to be allowed to talk about this. If it's some sensitive information having to do with the trial of the case, if it's sensitive, I can't bring it up. Any sensitive information having to do with his girlfriend's complaint, I cannot bring that up. And stop asking me questions. What are you doing about her? Time will tell. Maybe they'll both go to hell where they fucking belong together, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't need a disclaimer for that. Freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of feelings, but you just got to watch what you say. That's the difference. And how you say it. Hint, hint, how you say it. Bobo, you fucked up.
Okay, here we go. All right. So he claims that Barry no longer has his phone. Um, he claims all this. He won't be able to do this or do that. Uh, and I have to say, that's actually a win for Barry. Because if Barry shuts up, Frank has nothing to talk about. Right? and Barry won't get himself into further trouble. And I have discussed this with Allo quite a while ago. We've come up with the theory that Bama wants to stay there because he's got free room and board. His girlfriend visits him. Um, I don't know what they do during their visit, but hey, that's not for me to speculate on. And when this saga all started, I told you guys, I told you all, man. I said, this guy's going to be in there for a very, very long time. Right? And I want to welcome in Chris Travels, Chicken Choker, Allo DeWinter, Will Wonks, Don C. Who else we got here? The Bobsy Channel, Beach Life 42, CJ McKinley. Welcome in. Yeah, CJ, I tell you, brother, those days are gone now that we have Sheriff Narco. Those days are gone. Hey, brain damage, welcome in. That's a good one. I did Mazda 9. Welcome in. All right, welcome in everybody. Mike Dowdy, Patrick Glenn. All right, I think we got everybody on the docket. As for comments not showing up, I have no idea, guys. All right, I have nobody blocked. Okay, not even Will Wonks. I don't even have him blocked. Okay, because I want everybody's comments. And all you guys give great comments. So there's no reason to block anybody. All right. You're not here talking stupid shit or any of that crap. Okay. Well, I could see it's only 2 to 3 people, just a bunch of sock accounts. I'm actually 6 people on here. Oh, really? And he claims the Mark Cately is not the Mark Cately. Well, it says Mark Cately. You have to prove it to me. I will do a ferry. You have to show me video. You have to have the guy come up and say, yes, I'm using that sock account. Okay. Other than that, it's Mark Cately, and you're letting a pedophile on your channel. And I will stand my ground. And, pedophiles do flock together because Frank is a pedophile. Frank just loves little children. Hey, not a fucking thing you could do about it, can you, there, Frank? Huh? If Barry is there another year, he might get to be the facility manager and qualify for Philippines retirement. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Oh yeah, we got Mazda 9 in here too. Barry's life isn't much different in what was during COVID-19. He's just eats better now. Yeah, he does. He eats a lot better. He eats better. He drinks better. Everything's on an even kilo for Barry. I also saw in the his live chat that people are saying he's not going to last the summer in there. Let me tell you something, folks. Barry's a fucking cockroach. He's got his ice maker. He's got all his shit. He'll just sit there, play his fucking Nintendo or PlayStation, whatever he has. Keep his mind fucking busy. But it's great that Barry is shutting up. I don't know if Frank shut him up or Barry decided to shut up. Okay. See, because both of them are fucking liars. Huge fucking liars. They lie. Both of them. Okay. And I hate to tell you, Frank, it's like this, buddy. Dude, you owe 60K, right? And you knew the court case was coming up. You did not defend your honor. You did not defend anything, right? Stop trying to blame it on others. You owe 60,000 fucking dollars, right? And you've come up on live stream and said, good luck to getting it. I'm not paying it. You have hid your money. You've actually committed a crime by hiding your money. Right? So you are a fucking criminal. Okay? You are as bad as that lady that won't pay Gilda back. Okay? You will never see a dime of that fucking money again. Not one fucking dime. Your money is gone. Just get used to it. And what's even funnier, you're spending more money on a fucking lawyer to take this Filipino to court. Okay? So now you're investing more money and there's going to be no return. It's just like every time you spend money on the lawyer for Barry, you're going to get no return. Okay? It is a no-win scenario for you. If you feel putting a retarded hillbilly in jail, because I know you want him to go to Bictacan, and I don't think it's going to go that far, you're sadly mistaken. Okay? It's not a win. Okay? When you could put somebody like Allo DeWinter, Will Wonks, Flying Circus, Chris Travels, Mike Dowdy, if you could put those guys in jail for what they've said or haven't said, then I'll give you a win. Okay? So let's take a tick down here. Molested a girl in a wheelchair that's crippled. Now you're 0-1. Owe $60,000. You're a fucking peeping Tom and a fucking pedophile. Now you're 0-2. Okay? You're running out of fucking money. And you're going to run out soon. And soon, all you're going to have is that $1,400 fucking check. Guaranteed. Now you're 0-3. Okay? You come up every day crying about fucking Barry. Every fucking day. Now you're 0-4. Now, Allo DeWinter says you got to win, but I don't call that a win. My standards for a win are a lot fucking higher. Okay? I don't do DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion program. I don't do that for SSDI assholes like you. Right? Let's see. Let's talk about another loss. Okay? You have no college degree. You forged your own transcript. Now you're 0-5. And Allo is adamant. I call it a big win, not just a win. Oh, Allo. You call that a win? Dude. I don't know where you have to give me a reason why that's a big win. Putting a retarded hillbilly in, lockup, detention center, and he's eating better. He's living better. Okay? He's getting laid once in a while. You call that a big win? I don't know, Allo, man. But I do know that retarded hillbilly is locked up. And he deserves to be locked up because he overstayed. He broke your country's law. I would call that a win for Philippines, but not for the pedophile Frank. You know why? It's not just about Bama. It's about the people who support Bama. Uh, that is dwindling. Okay. And I will guarantee you, I will not turn Bama into a sympathetic character on this channel. He does not have my support because 2 years ago, I went on his channel, Aloe, and I told him, you need to shut up. You need to do what fucking they're telling you to do. You need to stop the fucking live streams. And did he do it? Nope. Nope. And now he's so entangled into the Philippine legal system, he's not getting out. Okay. Right? And for anybody who supports him, I say, so sad, too bad. You're supporting the wrong guy. As a matter of fact, I don't want anybody supporting Bama, and I don't want anybody supporting the pedophile who owes $60K in damages in Hawaii. Neither one of them. Mark McKinley, Popeye, after you're done with the discussion, I want to mention a conspiracy YouTube trend. It's so ridiculous. We need to shut them down. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, this is taking a lot of my energy here. Aloe buys all the Team Bama merc. Is that true, Aloe? Chicken choker. The air is fresh and sexy. We need boy mouth chamber shirts. Aloe, you got to get on that, man. And Aloe, I have to know, did you kick Frank out of the boy mouth channel yet? Have you figured out which nick he's using? But no, I don't stick up for either one of them. That's why I call them the twins, because they both do the same shit. Look at this silly motherfucker did tonight. He incriminated himself. He implied that he paid somebody in the BI to get Bama's shit taken away so he can no longer do any live streams. Okay? That's incriminating yourself. What else did he do tonight? He talked about Philippine politics. While I stood on Philippine soil, I never talked about Philippine politics. And even today, standing on American soil, I do not like talking about Philippine politics. The only time I've ever talked about Philippine politics was with Aloe in private. And we also talked about American politics. Very lively discussions, and I think they would bore you guys. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But this is the way it goes with this guy. And look at his channel, okay? Look at his fucking channel, all right? He's, uh, let me do this for you guys, all right? Boom, 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 boom. Present, uh, share. All right. If you can see his channel here, right here, he stole a video off his private Facebook page. Right here, he's got another copyright infringement. Okay? He's harassing Shah. Okay? And when his shit didn't work yesterday, he found another video to put up of Jay threatening the Mantis. Okay? This is all fucking harassment. Okay? This is all fucking harassment. This is what this guy does. He harasses and harangues the shit out of fucking everybody. That's his deal. Right? He's a fucking pest. He never fucking goes away. Right? And that's all there is to this guy. This guy lives on YouTube 24/7, searching out these videos to prove a point, protect his honor. Dude, none of this would happen if he didn't treat people like shit. But that's how it's done. Paying someone to get someone else shit taken away is the way to go in the Philippines. I don't argue with you one bit. But what I will argue with is the hypocrisy. If it was done to him, he would cry foul and want to take you to court and put you in jail for 50 fucking years for looking at him the wrong way. Right? Yes, Aloe, I know what you said there is correct, but there's hypocrisy in it. And our boy, Frankie, the pedophile, he's the biggest hypocrite that walked the fucking face of the earth. Okay? And you can't tell me, I mean, if you're going to sit and cry like a little fucking pussy about somebody who called you a pedophile, then you got a fucking problem. Okay? You don't know how to turn YouTube off. You don't know how to talk to other people. Okay? The only time he can stand talking to other people is when they totally agree with him. Right? So, right now, I'll tell you all right now, I stand with Dipshit Travel, Jay the Real Deal, that idiot Drew Naughty, the Three Stooges. Let's see if they can execute a case on this hypocrite. Okay? I don't have much faith, but I will say this, it'll be a fun ride watching it all. You will be thoroughly entertained. It'll be like watching the Three Stooges short, What About These Pies? Okay? I think a few are either, it's more against either or one or the other. Dude, they're both fucking scumbags. Okay? And if anybody ever come up on this fucking channel and tried to defend Bama, I would just laugh at them. Okay? There's nothing to defend. The guy is a piece of shit. Okay? Anybody comes up here, tries to defend Frank, the guy is a fucking piece of shit. Period. He is dog shit. He is equal amount of dog shit as Bama is. Okay? And both of them are an embarrassment to America. They're both embarrassment to America. Okay? So that's the way I see it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it there, Aloe. Have you Have you got any other words of wisdom to give me, Alan? Popeye, how the haven are you? I'm doing all right, bro. Be safe, everybody. You leaving us, Chicken Choker? Man, all right. Thank you for coming, Chicken Choker. It's greatly appreciated. All right. So, and Steve 25901, thank you. All right. There's the link. If anybody would like to come on and have their say so, you're more than welcome, because I don't want to go on and keep repeating what a shitbird Frank is, okay? I don't want to do a Frank show. I've said my piece. Let's see what else we got here. Be safe, everybody. Yeah. Okay. Oh. All right. I guess nobody would like to come up. And I just want to say thank you all for coming out. It's been a great experience. Oh, hold on. There's always one asshole in the crowd. And there's the biggest piece of shit I know. What's up, brother? What's up?
I just finished the shit in the house, and I was like, let me go in and see if Popeye's live. And Lord and behold, you are trying to freaking well, not trying. You do a really good job getting under his fucking skin.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do
Hey,
it.
listen, I think sniff. I think I'm gonna have to make sure that what I want for Christmas this year is a box tissues. I need tissues, dude. I need a lot of tissues.
Oh, I do have an announcement to make.
Oh shit.
Okay. So, April 28th is closing upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And April 28th will be a Monday. That will be Bama's 2-year anniversary. I will have a Bamathon live stream on his 2-year anniversary. All are fucking welcome to come on the panel. All.
Oh.
I'm talking you, Allo, Dipshit Travel, will want anybody who wants to come on and say their fucking piece on the 2-year Bamathon.
That's an
live
awesome
stream.
name, Bamathon.
Okay. I will let you have a voice on this fucking channel. Okay. Guaranteed. Remember, April 28th, 2-year anniversary, Bamathon live stream. If
Coming at
you're
you
not
live.
here, you're nowhere.
Yo,
Okay.
coming at you live from Popeye One channel. Come
Right.
on. Same bad time, same bad
And
freaking channel.
I
Baby.
will give everybody a voice on my channel. Even if I hate your fucking guts,
And trust me,
I will
he
give you a
does not
voice.
like me, and I'm here. So
And I
that's the-
guarantee you, when I throw the link out, Frank Battaglia, the pedophile, will not have the nerve to come on. All right?
dude, you gave him the chance the last time. You even said, "Hey, we'll just talk. We no yelling, no nothing," and he never did it.
Nope.
He took the opportunity and went and did a live to avoid any. Because the thing is, if you put him, if you ask him any questions, he's got to come up with some proof. And just saying that he didn't do it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean nothing. His history it speaks for itself.
Oh, yes. We have breaking news. Aloe DeWinter has just announced 25% tariffs have been lifted by President Trump on all Bama merchandise.
Oh, look
Get
at
it
that.
while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot, baby. Dude, right now, you can't
Oh.
Oh, hey, you know what? You guys should capitalize on that shit and really do get out of jail free card or something on a shirt with Bama on it, and just capitalize, man. Just capitalize. This is so fucking good.
I mean, I don't normally like to pick on Bama because, like, he's a retarded hillbilly. Okay,
Hey, I'm retarded.
and dude, I was taught when I went to catechism, what Protestants call Bible study,
Mhm.
that if you pick on the retarded, you will go to fucking hell. All right. And I don't want to go to hell for, I mean, dude, I have to commit a bigger crime than that to go to hell. That's so fucking petty, picking on the retarded. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pick on them. All right. But I'll let you guys pick on them. Y'all can go to hell.
Aloe says, but they might threaten to turn off the electricity in Bama's cell. I said, what electricity? What electricity? Fucking Philippines is nothing but blackouts 95% of the time. Everywhere you go is a blackout.
Oh yeah. I mean, dude, you have to really wrap your head around this. A 70-year-old man, okay? He is in the last stage of his life. Right? It's fucking December, okay? And the clock is ticking. Right? And at the rate this is getting dragged out, he will be fucking dead even before a sentencing is announced.
Well,
Okay.
you said something really, really good. And the thing is, I hope he talks about it because I love to hear his excuses. You said you are owing $60,000, and the same shit that you doing to somebody else, the person's doing to you. How does it feel? And that is exactly what happens. You end up getting hit in return how you give to others. You'll never see a goddamn red cent of that money because none of
he'll never see a red cent from that Filipina.
He won't see that shit.
And you know why he will never see a red cent from that Filipina? Because that Filipina has no job, has no income, and he'll drag her through the court, and the court will laugh and roll their fucking eyes.
Yep.
And that's how it works. And can you argue with me there?
No.
Aloe.
Where's you going to get it from? Now, even if... Go ahead.
I was just asking Aloe if he could argue that point.
No, they may hit her with, you'll have to pay 1,000 pesos for the rest of your life. That's like, if I have it. That money was already spent. But now, is it right? Of course it wasn't. I think his partner, his caretaker, worked very hard to rip Stank off and take all.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Right? I have told people time and time again, when you have a Filipina, do not let her lend money to other people. It will never be returned.
Dude, you'll never get it.
You'll never get it back. This is what I will tell you, expats. If you give your Filipina money, kiss it goodbye.
Yep.
Okay? Kiss it goodbye. Go, bye-bye. Bye-bye, money. Okay? No matter how much money you give her, kiss it goodbye. It's no longer your money. I don't care what promises were made, anything like that. But if you give your Filipino money, kiss it goodbye. Frank, your money is fucking gone. You're crying about 2 million pesos. More money flushed down the drain. This is fucking resident. This screams just like when you first went into the bar and got taken for 23,000 pesos. You are still doing stupid shit in fucking Philippines. You coming out on live stream and even talking about this is just showing everybody what a fucktard you are, man. And Frank, remember, you have an engraved invitation now to the 2-year anniversary Bamathon live stream here on the Popeye One channel, April 28th, 2025.
Coming at you live. Dude, we're all just jealous of his animal magnetism. And magnetismo.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, he did turn me a little bit when I saw him curl those 20 pounds. Dude, it churned my fucking stomach because I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, hey, listen, hey, he's getting ready to end up in the same cell as Bama. He's getting ready, man. I think Bama should be very, very afraid. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. We can't protect Bama forever.
Be very afraid.
Be very afraid. Skibidi-doo, 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 dude, that shit made me laugh.
It did. It was friggin' funny. He dances like a young Kevin
Bacon. And I understand why he has to move so slow. It takes a lot, bro, not to lose balance at that age, man. Probably fucking fall and crack his skull open trying to actually really dance. No, but now he's going to do a video of him waltzing across the floor, trying to grab onto his caretaker that has already been grasped by somebody else legally. Fuck out of here.
Dude, I hope and pray, all right, he keeps his word. He said tonight he was not coming on unless he had any news.
No, and this is
I hope he keeps his word, because I'll tell you why. I went down to the VA this morning and I checked in and they said to me, "What can we do for you, sir?" I said, "I would like to see my therapist." I simulcasted another Frank Battaglia live stream, and she said, "Oh, sir, right away." And she said, "You're running out of vouchers for your therapist this month." And so, like, dude, I need my therapist, okay, to assure me that I'm still sane, okay? And so I may be running out of vouchers, so if he comes on, I don't do a live stream, I'm sorry, I don't want to crack my egg,
See, I was never offered fucking vouchers. I'm fucking full-blown retarded. Me, I'm done. There's you guys can go fucking open season on me. I mentally am fucking fucked. So there's nothing you can tell me that I've already don't know, haven't been told, or I'm about to be told, because I've probably already been told in different ways. That it takes a retard to know a retard. And that one's a really big one. That one's big.
But anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I enjoyed your comments, everything you have to say. It's time for us to go. Bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da. Happy trails to you until we meet again. All right, this is Popeye One. I'm friggin' out of here. Have a good night, everybody.
Steve, Chris, everybody. See you later. Woohoo!